Leading without authority is something that everyone has to experience and accomplish in their career. And that's what we're talking about today, and more in the context of driving work forward on projects. In my experience, you can approach this using both internal and external motivators. First up is to focus on purpose. In many cases, people don't usually have the overall purpose of a project. That understanding exists at the highest levels, but often doesn't make its way down. When you first engage teams, outline the purpose of the work you're asking them to do or support. More often than not, they'll appreciate this extra level of context. And for bonus points, figure out how to frame the purpose and how it fits specifically to their team and role in the organization. Next, you have to foster relationships. So I'm introverted, and this doesn't necessarily come easy to me either. But the good thing is that listening is actually what unlocks meaningful relationships. So think through and bring thoughtful questions. Visit them at their desks, in their offices, ask the questions, and then just listen. You'll find that that actually will go a long way. Building relationships is an investment in the project. Always give credit where it's due and promote people in a way where they know you've got their back and you're in the trenches with them. Over time, you'll gain perspectives on their emotions, motivators, and allows you to occasionally come back later when you need to push something to frame the request as a favor. Before moving to external motivators, I'm going to draw out a diagram. On any project, think of all the work that needs to be done as this box. Now, people's job descriptions and their defined responsibilities are these circles that encompass the work that needs to be accomplished. The area around these circles is work that isn't necessarily covered by anyone's actual job. So, for any project to be successful, there will be people that will need to do work that they consider outside their job description. That leads me to external motivators. Sometimes the best way to get the work done is to actually get the ball rolling yourself. People may need help getting started, and you can lead them there if you start the work, even if you don't consider it part of your job description. Now, this doesn't mean do someone else's job. You can set up working sessions and facilitate those meetings. If it's a deck you need to put together, it could be setting up the shell or an outline. I know this can be a little difficult to navigate depending on the political landscape, so caveat your work as only a draft to get the work started, and be sure to keep your manager in the loop. In consulting, we have contractual scope we need to maintain, so again, be sure to run it by your manager. Finally, leverage the organizational processes and structure. This leans more towards the extrinsic motivators of avoiding punishment. If people aren't doing the work, you can casually mention that it's going to be reflected on a status report, or whatever documentation that are part of the project communication channels. Now, when asking for work, mention who is requesting it. This usually helps if it's a leader in their org and they report up to. Finally, you can ask for help. Ask colleagues that you have relationships with to support you in your request, and you can always escalate to your manager as more of a last resort. Thanks for watching. I would like to encourage everyone to actually sign up for our Accelerator program. We have new learning sessions each week, and we have a community of advisors and mentors that are there to help you build your career. You can learn more and sign up at community.projectviolet.com.